Hi guys, so today I will be showing you how to do the cranberry bread from Cranberry Thanksgiving book. This is a very popular book around the holiday, around Thanksgiving time. In the book there is a grandmother and she has a very popular cranberry bread recipe, and unfortunately there is someone trying to steal her recipe. So if you look on the back, there is a recipe for grandmother's famous cranberry bread. So what I've done is I have prepared all of these ingredients following the recipe from the back of the book, and we will see how it turns. So here we have our fresh cranberries. I did use the Ocean Spray brand right here. This is 1.5 cups of fresh cranberries, and we will chop these. I've just washed them and they're ready. I have 2 cups of sifted all-purpose flour. Make sure you do sift it, that way it takes all the clumps and everything out of it. I have 1 cup of granulated sugar. Over here, I did go ahead and combine a few things. So we have 1 teaspoon of salt, 1.5 teaspoons baking powder, and we have 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda. We have 1/4 cup of unsalted butter, 3/4 of orange juice. I have 1.5 cups, well actually a little bit less. This is about 1/2 cup of raisins. Now the recipe does call for light raisins. However, I don't have light raisins, so I'm going to go ahead and just use a little bit of regular raisins. And you'll see some white in there. Don't freak out. I use this for my flour as well. We have 1 beaten egg. And then we have 1 teaspoon of grated orange, and you can just get any regular orange, and here's my grater right here. Make sure you grate. Now we're going to go ahead and put the flour in the bowl. This has already been pre-sifted. My daughters are helping me. Now we're going to go ahead and put our 1 cup of sugar in. Now we're putting the baking powder, salt, and baking soda into our large bowl. Now I did go ahead and combine those. Now our next step is to go ahead and take this 1/4 cup of butter and we're going to cut it up. So we're going to cut in the butter until the mixture is crumbly. So I'm going to go ahead and cut the butter up and add it, and then we'll start crumbling the mixture. Now here I'm just trying to chop up the cranberries, and let me know if there's an easier way to do this. Right now I'm doing it with one hand, but it's a little hard to chop them up because they're rolling everywhere. So meanwhile, while I chopped them, my daughter did go ahead and slice up the butter to put in here, and in a minute we're going to crumble up the mixture. Alright, so we have finished crumbling up the flour mixture, and I went ahead and I've chopped the 1.5 cups of cranberries, so we're going to go ahead and add them. Alright, and we're going to go ahead and pour in the egg mixture. Pour it in. There you go. Alright, and then now my other child is going to add in the orange juice. To add in the orange peel. Let me get that in there. Alright, and now we're stirring just until the mixture is evenly moist. And then after we do that, we're going to add in, fold in the raisins and our cranberries. Now we're putting in the chopped cranberries. And lastly, I'm going to add in the raisins. Now I have my loaf pan, and I'm going to take and grease it just a little bit. Alright, now we're going to take, after we've greased our pan, and we are going to add our cranberry mixture into a loaf pan. Get as much of it as I can. I went ahead and preheated the oven to 350 degrees. Now, the book says to cook it for 1 hour and 10 minutes. However, I did have a few recommendations to pull it out at 55 minutes to see if that's enough. So that's what we're going to do. 350 degrees, and I will cook it for 55 minutes. Alright, so this is what it looks like before it goes into the oven, and come back in a little bit. Alright, we just took it out and let's see if it's done. Alright, looks like it's done, so let's let it cool. Alright, here we go, taste test. Turned out pretty good. I say 55 minutes is enough. That's pretty good. Bye guys.